Style. Style is a grouping or classification of artworks based on common traits or qualities that makes further study or analysis possible. But what do we do? What do we think of when we first hear the word style? Yes, we think of fashion or the term in style. The word style is mostly used in a very positive way. Here are 5 ways we use the term style. First, as a term of approval. It is a compliment to say that someone is stylish or in style. Second, family resemblance. When we see things that are similar, we say that they have the same style. Okay? Third, technical or artistic approach. When we see artists using a similar way of making their art, we observe that they have a similar style of working. And fourth, the art of a particular historical period, nation, region, or artistic group. Artists are influenced by the times in which they live, and who they are near. They see how others work, who they admire, and naturally become influenced and may even emulate or work in their own personal version of that style. All right, fifth, my approach to teaching young artists about style is to first take a broad view of style. Studying the general can help you understand the specific. Now, I don't recommend or approve of stereotypes, but generalizations can be very helpful and relatively accurate as an introduction to and basis for an understanding of many things, including style. If you understand a category of things in general, you will have an easier time understanding a specific thing in that category. I will simplify the study of style by categorizing all works of art, usually grouped into hundreds of specific styles, into a very general grouping of 4 styles. Now, studying the general does not tell us everything about a work of art, but can give us insights and direction in our search for meaning. One of the greatest misconceptions about art is the generally held notion that the best art is art which is most easily understood. Well, this is not true. Realism is art for beginners in much the same way basic arithmetic is mathematics for beginners and spoken language is the first step toward becoming literate. Until we are educated in the rules of grammar, the elements and principles of art and design, and expand our vocabulary, only then will we have the capacity to express and consume complex thoughts found in literature and other forms of art and intellectual discourse. I will pursue this study of the general as preparation and foundation for studying the specific with an overview of the 4 general styles. They include, number 1, realism. Number 2, formalism. Number 3, expressionism and romanticism, which I will treat as almost a 5th style, but is actually a form of expressionism. And lastly, number 4, surrealism. My next video will introduce and contrast the styles of realism and formalism. I do this to emphasize their differences and the misunderstandings about both. The second video about style will be an exploration of the differences and similarities of the styles of expressionism and surrealism, which are sometimes confused with one another. Finally, I'll give an overview of some important specific styles which all fall into one of the 5 general styles explored in the next 2 videos.